But I had this belief about foods that I was allergic to and what type of macro and micronutrients the body needed and what style of diet was appropriate for someone that was either on a spiritual path or not on a spiritual path. And and it was all these really interesting concepts that I had never even once noticed that I had, that I'd created at some point along my path, along my life journey. I went through a phase in life where I kept creating a lot of drama around me, and that was probably the most challenging part of my life. And in those years, I didn't realize it at the time, but I kept creating drama. In hindsight, I recognized I was addicted to that, right? It was that burst of energy and that burst of the chemical hormones, whatever in your body, like the serotonin or the dopamine or whatever it is that moves through you, and then the attention that was coming back. The biggest realization I had, especially from the first pranic initiation or the pranic feast, was how much bullshit I come out with. Like how well I can justify not wanting to do something, or how well I can justify a behavior, or how well I can justify a part of myself, either a shadow part of myself or a part that we don't want to look at, that we judge a lot. And those parts of myself, how I could literally justify anything that I was thinking without actually letting that thought do what it wanted to do, and to just, release itself. All that stuff that we just clog ourselves up with, you don't see it until your temple, your vessel, that's what I call the body, is empty enough to hear it. And that was such a gift that I don't think I've ever received in that magnitude anywhere else. The Pranic family is really special, because everyone that is in that group, firstly, they are in their own process as well. So they have the ability to be fully compassionate to whatever you may be experiencing, even though they may not have had the very same experience. They know how challenging it is to face yourself in this way. So to have that level of compassion, the open-heartedness and the camaraderie, the community, it's this sense of heart that so many strive for, that is actually embodied in the Pranic family. And that is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to feel. It's so important for me, to connect skin to skin with all parts of nature. So for me, I like to go barefoot. Probably not as much as some of you guys out there, but I like to go barefoot at least once a week and just walk around wherever I might be. That could be in the middle of a city, or that could be the middle of the forest. And having gone through those same experiences in life as well, having gone through chronic depression, having gone through those experiences, I know that the remedy to me was to reconnect. And that is the homecoming, right? Is to recognize that we are at home on earth, that earth is not a place that is out to get us, right? But how do you know that if you don't step out into it? How do you know that without building a relationship? How can you know yourself without knowing nature? Because we come from nature, we are nature.